So I have finished, I've absolutely killed the collection, Lumberjack Christmas from Echo Park. I used the 12 by 12, one 12 by 12 that comes with the sticker sheet, and one 6 by 6. You guys have seen this one in a previous video, the mini album that I made. I will link that share down below. And then I'll go through the cards that I made. After this video will be a time lapse of these cards. So I have 24, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I have 30 cards, and I will flip through them. They're using all scraps, with the exception of some of the card bases. I had to actually cut new ones. The first ones I'm showing you are the first ones that I did, so I had more resources for those. And then as I get down the line, you will see some of them get kind of sparse. But I think I am all set for Christmas next year. On the insides I have some white cardstock if the base is a color, so that I can write a sentiment or write a message in there. I use stickers on both the inside and outside of the cards. And it is very satisfying to throw away an empty sticker sheet. I also used some ribbon, and I ended up between the tassel for the book and the cards using 2 complete rolls of ribbon and then a partial. Now we're starting to run out of full pieces of paper or even sizable pieces of pattern paper. And I also, this is the point where I also had to cut new card bases. So my first card bases I cut out of the craft color, and then I cut 4 more card bases out of black. There we go. And here I just had some cut aparts left, so okay. Coming up to the end now, but you can see how they're still really cute. This is the black cardstock that I cut extra of, using the scraps from the brown or the craft and the white. And I didn't pull very much from my stash except for some ribbon and a couple of wood veneer you've seen. And then I went ahead and did 6 ATC cards. And that's these. So I hope you enjoyed this share. Head on over to ASC Craft Supplies or ASC Supplies on Etsy and get 15%, or I'm sorry, get 10% off your entire regular price purchase by using Scrapping Posh 10, and we hope to see you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. So I'm going to share with you a little storage technique that I do for my cards. When I'm making cards, I don't really feel like cutting cards, so whenever they're on sale, I buy them, and then the envelopes. And then whenever I have scraps that are big enough to make cards, whether it be an 11 by 4 1/4 or an 8.5 by 5.5, I make them cards and I stick them in this box. So this box is from the dollar store. It measures about 6 inches by about 14 inches, and they have these seasonally typically on clearance. So that's what I do with my bigger scraps, and whenever I find cards on sale, pre-made cards on sale. And then if I have scraps and they're just a little bit smaller, I use anywhere cut from 4 1/4 to 5.5 to 4 and 5 1/4. These will be the insides of my cards, and then sometimes I'll keep smaller pieces of the collection with it. So like these are scraps, they have something written on the back, but I can still use the other side. So all these scraps I keep here. I don't have any big piles of scraps. I cut all my stuff down to this size. And then let's say I have just a couple pieces of a certain color cardstock left over from a set of cards, I'll go ahead and cut that down too. So I already pulled the colors that I want to use with this collection out. I think I'm going to need more, but we're going to start with this. And yeah, we're going to start with the bigger pieces of paper, cut them down. We're going to use the cut aparts, and I'm going to get some, probably some bling and stuff out. See if I have any Christmas bling. And we're going to speed this process up, and we'll see what kind of cards we can get with this collection of scraps. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys a little something that I do as far as organizing cards. Whenever something's on sale or whenever I have scrap paper that is the size of a card, which is the 8.5 by 4 1/4, or even 11 by 4 1/2. Is that right? No, 8.5 by 5 1/2. Okay, so here's some organization tips from me if you're interested. This is a basket, or a box rather, from the dollar store, and I got them on clearance last spring. So they fit cards perfectly. I think these are A4 cards. So whenever I have a scrap that's big enough for a card, whether they be... Get down! Okay, so a little bit of an organization tip for me. What I do is I have these boxes from the dollar store. They get them, I think, every season, and then they go on clearance. So I have probably about 6 of these, and they fit these cards perfectly. They have different sizes, so you have to get the right one. These particular ones measure 6 inches by about 14 inches. So whenever I have a scrap of cardstock big enough to cut to this size,